this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Superior Spider-Man issue 19, which big things were supposed to happen in this issue, but next issue really big things are supposed to happen. But I was pretty excited for this. I actually put this at the top of my pile with all the hype that was going on with New York Comic Con surrounding this issue and the series, I guess. I was like, alright, you know what, let me read this first. Even though I didn't love the last issue, and I'm not loving Spider-Man 2099 at all, but let's see if I like this issue. But before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update. Have a couple exclusive comics for Comic Uno episode 18, which are Green Lantern New Guardians issue 24, which is part of Lights Out, Animal Man issue 24, Trinity of Sin Pandora issue 4, Morning Glories, issue 33, and Invincible, issue 106. So if you want to go check out those reviews and every comic I read this week in one show, go check out Comic Uno, episode 18. But let's talk about the Superior Spider-Man, issue 19. Personally, not a big fan of this cover, because one thing I didn't love about the art in the last issue was these alpha particles. It made things feel very cluttered, especially the yellow. It made things... you couldn't really focus on Spider-Man or, you know, Spider-Man 2099. It made me lose focus on the characters, which I felt maybe they should have picked a different color. Maybe that was the purpose of not being focused on these characters. So I didn't love the cover, but I do like Stegman's art, which I think works very well with the series. So it's like a best of both worlds, I guess. Or, you know, a best and then a worst both worlds. I don't know how to really describe it. But yeah, it was an okay cover. But let's see what's going on with the story. And this is the last part for Spider-Man 2099. So we get to see a little story with Carly in the beginning here. Well, I'll talk more about her towards the end of this issue. But they're trying to discover a little bit more about Superior Spider-Man, how exactly he paid for the Spider Island treatment, because he doesn't have that much money. But then the main focus is between Superior Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099 in Horizon Labs. All these particles are going on around them, and they have to destroy it. They have to try to find a way to destroy these particles or save these particles somewhere. That way Horizon Labs doesn't explode. And then the only one who actually could have saved the day was Peter, because the first day he went to Horizon Labs, he knew the formula for those alpha particles. He could have destroyed it 1, 2, 3. So Dr. Octopus destroyed all his memories, so he doesn't know the formula. And he's like, oh, but I'm superior, I should know this. And he makes Horizon Labs destroyed. And then we get to see that in the future, 2099 in Nueva York, Spider-Man 2099's father is like, I don't want him back in the future. Let me destroy the time-traveling device. So Spider-Man 2099 is now stuck in the regular universe and stuck with his great-great-grandfather, who's an asshole, pretty much, who's running Horizon Labs now, and who made this whole alpha particle thing start up. So now Horizon Labs is totally destroyed. Spider-Man 2099 stuck there, and Horizon Labs doesn't really exist. J. Jonah Jameson's like, this is the last straw. You guys can't work science in New York anymore. Leave. And they're like, okay, we'll leave. So now they're on a boat doing Horizon Labs. And that's what's going on with them. And now we get to see that Superior Spider-Man's all good. We thought he died in this issue, but he's all good. He was saved by Max Modell. And they both agree, like, oh, we shouldn't see each other anymore. And like, okay, yeah, we shouldn't interact with each other anymore. And he's like, yeah, I'll tell Peter I'm not doing business with him anymore. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then we get to see that, of course, Peter has to be a little mean to Mary Jane. Mary Jane's like, you know what? I'm done with you. Which I was happy to see this. Mary Jane's like, I don't like what you're doing. You're not my responsibility. Maybe Carly could help you out, but bye. Bye, Tiger. So I like that MJ's like, alright, you've been treating me really badly, so bye-bye. Which, you know, also I wish she kind of discovered more as like, oh, something's going wrong. Maybe I should discover a little bit more, like Carly's been doing. But she just pretty much blows off the relationship that she's been working on since she was a teenager. And she's like, alright, you know what? I don't want to talk to you anymore. So it's kind of like a good and a bad. You know, good for MJ that she told off Peter, or Dr. Octopus. But then bad off Mary Jane that you're not smart enough to know that something's wrong. So good and bad for that. And then the last part that actually made the issue for me is Carly finds out that Dr. Octopus pretty much is Spider-Man, because we get to see, he's like, oh, Dr. Octopus's account helped make Spider Island. That makes sense. Dr. Octopus is Spider-Man, so I think we'll discover that more with issue 20. But I didn't like and I liked this issue at the same time. I think that's like the best title for this review right now. Because I didn't love the Spider-Man 2009 ninth part. I didn't like the main story. I'm going to say that. I didn't love the alpha particles. It was very confusing with the art, like what exactly was going on. But I love that Horizon Labs has been destroyed, because that's been a main focus of Amazing Spider-Man and Superior Spider-Man for a while. And I'm like, are we really that interested in Horizon Labs? Because I know I'm not. I mean, like, they're cool to have every once in a while, you know, in a story, but they've been a main focus more than Carly and Mary Jane and these other, you know, minor and supporting characters. Which doesn't really make sense to me. Like, this whole arc has been about Horizon Labs, and I'm like, alright, let's stop talking about Horizon Labs and talk about something else in Peter's life. So I'm glad that's been destroyed now, and now for the 5th or 10th time, Max is like, stay away from Horizon Labs. And then for the 5th or 10th time, J. Jonah Jameson's like, I don't want Horizon Labs in New York anymore. Like, how many times are you going to establish that? Because this is not the first time they said that. Horizon Labs should have been destroyed a long time ago. So it was really weird. I think since the Lizard story arc, it should have been destroyed. Like, J. Jonah Jameson's like, oh, there's too much trouble with you, so stop working here. And for some reason, they still keep working, and now they're still not totally gone because they're on a boat working. I'm just hoping that they kind of fade into the background a little, especially with this whole Goblin War story, Goblin Nation story coming up soon. I think they need to be faded into the background a little. But something that did make this issue for me was the Carly portion. I'm like, after 19 issues, Carly has finally figured out something that she has already told in Amazing Spider-Man issue 700. So finally she's found out, and maybe we could get more of a story arc with that, and I'm hoping that's the reason issue 20 is supposed to be big with Superior Spider-Man, that finally someone finds out the Superior Spider-Man's Dr. Octopus. And maybe she could tell Mary Jane also. It's like, oh, you know how Peter's been an asshole to you? This is the reason. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. So hopefully that tends to happen more towards the next issue. So again, loved and hate this issue at the same time. The art was pretty good, except the alpha particles were very jumpy. Look at this. I think it was very cluttered because of it. So I do have to give this 3 stars. You know, it's either between pick it up or don't pick it up. I think that last page kind of made it for me after the whole Spider-Man 2099 nonsense that, you know, I never really knew much about the character, but now I just don't like the character and I just don't want to see much about him. I was actually pretty angry that he's back in the present. I'm like, really? I kind of want him to go back to the future because I'm not really loving his character in the story arc. But maybe if they do another series with him, I don't know. I probably wouldn't pick it up though. But yeah, I give it 3 stars. I say do pick it up though because of that last issue. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rad Situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.